That resume gap you're embarrassed about, it's not a flaw. It's evidence of your growth. This is Wabi-sabi, beauty in imperfection. Society calls it failure. Neuroscience calls it necessary brain rewiring. What if your biggest setback is your brain actually upgrading you for a better version of you? Welcome to Daily Wisdom with Sriji. I am Sriji. Today, we're not talking about success. We're talking about something more important: how to recover from failure without losing yourself in the process. Let's clearly understand the so-called problem, the failure. Failure doesn't just hurt emotionally. It feels physical: a heavy chest, shallow breathing, slumped posture, racing what-if thoughts at 3 a.m. This isn't disappointment. This is your nervous system entering protection mode. Most of us think failure means I'm not good enough, I wasted time, I fell behind. But that interpretation is what causes long-term damage, not the failure itself. To recover, we must first redefine what failure actually is. There's a powerful line I once read: "You have control over action alone, never over its results." What if failure isn't falling short of results, but discovering you were putting energy into the wrong direction? The world has been described as a gymnasium for growth. That job you didn't get is your skill training. That project that collapsed is your strategy training. That relationship that ended is your emotional resilience training. If this is the problem, confusing failure with defeat, then the solution lies in understanding: how does the brain actually recover from failure? Failure does not shut down your brain, it reshapes it. Neuroscience agrees: failure triggers synaptic pruning by removing what doesn't serve you. Here's what actually happens biologically. Synaptic pruning. The brain removes inefficient neural pathways, dopamine reset, motivation shifts from shallow rewards to meaningful goals. BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a neural growth protein that strengthens learning and adaptability after perceived failure. Study shows moderate failure increases neurogenesis, new brain cells. REM, sleep rises after setbacks. This is the brain's problem-solving mode. Cortisol, the stress hormone, naturally resets within 3 days if not re-triggered. This means failure is not damage. It is maintenance and upgrade. The 3 days recovery cycle. Day 1 is metabolize. Feel the emotion, no analysis. Let the nervous system release tension, receiving the experience. Not why me, but what is this here to reveal? Day 2 is mineralize. Extract one clear lesson, not I failed, but this approach didn't work because. Day 3 is mobilize. Take one small action in a new direction. Momentum restores confidence. Progress through one aligned action. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. At first, you fall, you lose balance, you feel embarrassed, but your brain doesn't call it failure. Each fall teaches your nervous system how to balance, when to adjust, when to stabilize. One day, without realizing it, you're riding smoothly. This isn't metaphorical. Your brain literally rewires itself more efficiently after setbacks, preparing you for future success. Never does one who does good come to a bad end. Your effort itself is the victory. Failure activates learning. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the training phase before mastery. What has happened for the good. What is happening for the good. So next time you fail, don't ask, why did this happen to me? Ask instead, what did this failure come to teach me? That question alone begins recovery.